Hello internet, it's me Rhiannon, and today is my 26th birthday. You know, I started making videos last year when I was 25 and going through a very rough emotional state and a lot of changes in my life. So I wanted to just do a quick video today talking about the things that I learned in that year and the changes I've made along the way. So here are 5 things I learned in the year that I was 25. The first thing is that letting go is really hard, but very, very worth it in the end. And I know it is so difficult in the time to let go of something that's hurting you, or maybe a relationship or a job or a friendship or whatever it is. It can be so incredibly difficult. Been there. If you've watched any of the past heartbreak videos, you know that I've been there. But it is worth it now that I'm on the other side, and I'm very glad that I did it. And sometimes it's like so incredibly painful, but you have to work through that pain to become a different person. You have to feel that pain in order to become the person that you're supposed to be. And that's what happened to me when I was 25. It was one of the most painful years of my life, heartbreaking years, relationship-wise. I had a lot of things happen to me, several car accidents, several life-altering accidents and health problems, job problems, literally anything that could happen happened when I turned 25. And now that I'm 26, it's taken me, the whole year. But I've been able to let those things go and become a different person who's really happy with those things happening and happy with the way my life has turned out thus far. The second thing I want to share is that life is only as good as you make it. And you may be like, duh, I know that, but it's really hard to remember that every single day. We get bombarded with these negative thoughts and negative situations that happen and kind of stuck on all those things, maybe things from your childhood or things from your past that you can't really move on from. But literally every single day is however you want to make it. No matter how bad it seems, it can always improve, and no matter how good it seems, it can always get worse based off of what you do. So remember that thought, when you're going through your life, is that life is truly what you make it, and you have to put effort in to make it the dream life that you want. This one was the hardest one for me, for sure. If it doesn't feel right, let it go. I'm kind of like the CEO of not letting things go when they feel absolutely horrible. That's kind of like one of the things I'm best at. I don't know why I said that like Alexis from Schitt's Creek. I just love her, but yes, I'm really, really bad at that. Sometimes I feel like somebody could run me over with a car, and if I'm like interested in them and in love with them, I'd be like, do it again, please, because I literally have such a hard time letting go of things that don't feel right. But I'm also an extremely sensitive person, so when it really doesn't feel right, I have to pay attention to that because it ruins me from the inside all the way to the out and affects the rest of my life personally. And I know that's how it works with a lot of people that are really sensitive as well. So if it doesn't feel right, as hard as it is and as difficult as it seems, it will feel so much better if you let it go almost the instant it doesn't feel right. There's a reason it doesn't feel right. Your body is literally giving you a signal that it doesn't feel right. And I have a great example of this. I was in a relationship last year, and I always knew that it wasn't right, and always knew that it made me feel god awful about myself. And most of the time, see, now it's funny. Now I can laugh about it because it's been enough time. And so many things kept happening to me to prove that it didn't feel right. Multiple car accidents, multiple weird sicknesses where I was in the hospital, literally my worst fear. Multiple problems with my job and friendships, parents, everything, because of this relationship. And it was kind of like the universe in my body was like, pay attention. We're trying to show you all of these things of how wrong this person is for you and how wrong the situation is for you. And sometimes I would hear it. Sometimes I'd be like, what? I don't know. But I knew. I really did know. And I knew that it felt wrong. And I kept doing it. And it really affected me, and it's something I'll have to live with the rest of my life, that I made that choice, but it's something I will not do again. So sometimes you need to make that choice one time and then learn your lesson from it. Or you could watch this video and just let go of things when they feel wrong and take my advice so that you don't have to do what I did. The fourth one is that it is all temporary. All of those bad feelings that you feel, those terrible feelings, those feelings that you feel like this is never gonna end, this is the worst part of my life, you know, you're in the pit of despair, you may not have any solutions, that's all temporary. I absolutely promise you, I have been there. I have been crying on the bathroom floor feeling like that myself, and now I'm in a different spot because I had to accept that it was temporary and that I would get through it eventually with time and help and friends and relationships and therapy and doing this channel. But it is all temporary, all that sadness and all that badness and all that negativity, but so is all that happiness and that love. That brings you back to the point about life is what you make it. Everything is temporary. You know, your friendships, your life, even us here on this planet. I'm not gonna get existential right now or else I'll cry. All of it is temporary. So remember that when you feel like things are just too difficult, that it will pass. And remember that when you feel like things are so good, that it will come again. The last one is one of my absolute favorite ones, is that the most important relationship you will ever have is with yourself. I did not care about that relationship with myself for the longest time. I kind of wanted to avoid it. Like if I saw myself at a party, I'd be like, ooh, not talking to her, because it just wasn't something that I wanted to explore, because I actually felt a lot of sadness about myself, and about, you know, how I looked or what I did or the relationships I've been in, the decisions I made, all sorts of things. But I've really spent the year, like the entire year, working on myself and improving that relationship with myself. And now it is the only one that matters the most. I mean, there are family relationships, there are, you know, friendships, there are great relationships that are so good that I've had this year. But the one that I've absolutely loved and cherished, and now I'm like so excited about, as if I have a new partner. It literally feels like I have a brand new partner that I want to like share with the world, but it's me. I'm like, hello, they're so great and they're so fun, and I want to take pictures with them and take them on like fun, you know, fall dates to pumpkin patches and things, and it's me and my dog, really. The most important relationship you will ever have is with yourself. So make that a priority relationship and make that something that you work on any second that you can. Because those thoughts and those feelings and all of that, you know, that goes on in your mind and goes on in the day-to-day is how you're gonna find another person for you, whether it be a friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever it is, a relationship of any sort. Your relationship with yourself matters more than that relationship, and that's how you get into something that's so healthy and so stable. You know, they always say you can't love anyone else until you love yourself, and boy is that true. It really is very true and very important to remember. So hopefully those 5 takeaways were something that's helpful to you watching this video here. And I hope that, you know, you watch the rest of my videos and see the kind of disastrous year of 25 that I had, but know that it's going to be an absolutely great 26th year for me, and I hope you'll be along the ride to see it with me. So like this video, comment, subscribe, share it with people, talk about whatever you want to talk about it with people, and I hope it helps you out and that you have a great day.